Everyone is out here changing their wardrobes and going on intense diets to get ready for summer. But what if the most magnetic and overall best version of you has absolutely nothing to do with how you look? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide podcast. Today's episode is another one I'm excited about, and it's part 2 of the summer glow up. I think that a true glow up isn't an aesthetic. It's an energy shift. This episode is all about the internal and mindset glow up because a true glow up obviously comes from within. And it's not just about health and wellness and skincare, but it's also confidence and positivity and a good mindset. If you're glowing from the inside out, it's impossible not to glow on the outside. Ultimately, it all comes down to your mindset and your attitude. No amount of makeup and skincare can replace true confidence in who you are. And yeah, it might not be as fun to talk about this stuff as the physical glow up and all that, but it still needs to be talked about, and you need to know about glowing up internally to truly glow up for summer. The first thing I wanted to talk about that is a major part of your internal glow up is confidence. Confident people are always the prettiest people. And that is what we want this summer. No amount of makeup or skincare or whatever can replace the true radiance you have when you are confident. Confidence is literally the key to your internal glow up. Nothing else you do will matter if you can't find confidence. It really makes such a huge difference. I saw this reel on Instagram the other day, and it showed a girl who was super insecure and worried in that outfit, and then the same girl walking confidently and walking like she owns the damn place in that outfit. Be the second one. Confidence really changes everything, and that is something I learned through my own struggle with confidence and liking myself. I'm really not trying to discredit anyone's insecurities because we all have them. I have them. But those dumb insecurities don't matter however much you think they do. They are honestly stupid, and they hold us back from doing great things. I have had so many conversations with my friends on the days when my acne was really bad, and they would be like, "Girl, what are you talking about? I'm 2 feet away from you and I can't see a thing." I only saw it because I was overanalyzing my stupid acne that's honestly invisible, and even on the days when my skin is really bad, I have learned not to worry about it. There are so many more important things in life I can worry about. My acne isn't a huge deal. None of my stupid insecurities are a huge deal. I have too many more important things to worry about. Insecurities are stupid, and once you realize that and are actually able to understand that, your life will change completely. No one is actually inspecting how your arms look as much as you are. You're the only one overanalyzing it because no one else really cares. If you're at the beach and you're worried about how your body looks in a swimsuit, remind yourself that no one is actually looking. No one actually cares. And everyone else is probably too focused on how they look in a swimsuit to give a damn about how you look. So quit worrying about it because it does nothing for you. Other people are too busy worrying about themselves to worry about you. And no one ever said they would want to go out with someone because they have good skin or something like that. No one ever said that. So focus on being a personality person and not an appearance person. Sure, appearances can be important and fun sometimes, but they shouldn't be what you base your entire identity around. How you view yourself matters. It matters so much more than you think. You want your image of yourself to be a positive one. After all, the people with a positive self-image are the ones who will be successful in life in many ways, even if you don't necessarily see it. Think about it. Would you want to hang out with someone who was always insecure or someone who was super confident? You would probably choose a confident person. That's how I've come to think about it. I'm trying to be the kind of person I would want to be friends with. Thinking about it that way has made me so much more confident in myself. Confidence shows. That's another thing I wanted to talk about today. The universe designed you. Like, you are by design by the universe, meant to be beautiful, whether it's in your own way, whether you can see it or not, whether it matters or not, honestly. Like, you are already beautiful. Anyways. And being confident is so much easier said than done, though. But honestly, just fake it till you make it. If you fake being confident long enough, you will probably become a confident person at some point. Confidence isn't something you can just be like, whoosh, and it appears. It is practiced and struggled with every single day for a long period of time. And that's a struggle you may never come over with, that you may never actually tackle fully. I know that's probably going to be true for me and probably a lot of other people. You have to practice being confident all the damn time. Learn the art of confidence. Master it. The people you find most likable are also probably the most confident if you really think about it. Confidence is hard, but once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. And I know that from real experience. Next thing, Affirmations and telling yourself just positive things in general can also really help to change your mindset about literally anything and inspire a huge mindset shift in you. You can literally rewire your brain with affirmations, which is kind of crazy, and also might just be what you need. Affirmations can really help with your confidence and a positive mindset by telling yourself things such as, I am beautiful, I am confident. You rewire your brain, both consciously and subconsciously. If you tell yourself these things enough times, that's what you will slowly start to believe, and then it's who you will become. Our subconscious mind absorbs things without us really noticing it, shaping our beliefs and our thoughts and stuff about ourselves. When we constantly tell ourselves we look ugly or we are stupid or not good enough or whatever, you constantly probably tell yourself, your subconscious mind absorbs that, and that's what you will eventually believe about yourself, that you're stupid and ugly, but you really aren't. That's simply what you believe about yourself because that's what your subconscious has heard over and over and over again. Thoughts matter, and that's exactly why it's so important to make sure your thoughts are good ones, because thoughts shape who we are. We can rewire our subconscious thoughts. It is hard, but it can still happen if you try hard enough. It's hard to be nice to ourselves. Our modern society has taught us, all of us, to focus on the negative first. It's not about what you did right or what went well for you, it's about the minor screw-ups that don't really matter. That's what we've been taught to believe. If there was a positive event and a negative event both of equal magnitude, we would think the negative one was of a greater magnitude than the positive one, even though it really isn't. Just because that's what we have been wired to believe from probably the day we were born. So you have to make that choice. It is hard on you when you are mean to yourself. It is also hard to be nice to yourself. Choose which hard you want for yourself. No matter what I say to you guys, nothing will change unless you actually choose for it to change, because you control your mindset, not me. I'm hoping I can convince you to be nice to yourself and do all that, to put in the work, but I can't do it for you. It's a choice. A lot of things are actually all about a choice, and I hope you choose the right option. It takes one thought to slowly start to change your mindset. Confidence takes time. I do consider myself a fairly confident person after many, many years. And if you told me from like a year or two ago that I would be able to say that now, I would probably laugh in your face. But it did happen, and I'm proud of myself for that. It's an achievement. If you can tell yourself you look ugly today, you can also choose to tell yourself you look pretty today. We have free will. So tell yourself every single day that you are pretty, you are strong, you are capable, you are brave, you are independent and worthy and powerful. Tell yourself these things every single day, and slowly that is just who you will become. Try it out for yourself. Another thing that has really helped me with negative thoughts about myself is like the saying, like, if you wouldn't say it to your best friend or your sister or someone you love more than life, never say it to yourself, because you should love yourself that much. You would never tell your best friend she looks fat. You would never tell your sister she looks terrible. You would never tell your mom that she shouldn't wear those clothes because, well, she just looks bad in them. You wouldn't do that. So don't do it to yourself either. Choose to love yourself. And if you start affirming yourself right now, the difference will already be noticeable, even more so in a matter of days. As time keeps going, confidence goes up. Get 1% better each day. Don't get 1% worse. And that is the key to lasting change that will stick. I also want to talk about a little bit about body image and that kind of stuff, because that can affect a lot of people over the summer with all the summer body stuff we always see on social media. Eventually, I do want to do a full episode, or maybe 2, maybe 10, I don't know, on body image and my struggles with that, but we'll talk about it in brief for now. A ton of people are all about losing weight for the summer, or something like do this workout plan and eat this way to get abs before summer. A whole bunch of bullshit like that. Personally, I think it's just a pile of nonsense, and that might offend someone. I don't really know, but I'm just going to say that because I don't really care what people think. Why just work on yourself to, quote unquote, get ready for summer? Why not any other time? Why put ourselves through a whole bunch of intense workouts just to lose fat and essentially torture ourselves when we can just choose to love the bodies we have right now instead? Okay? You have 2 working legs that you can do anything with. I sure hope you do. You have arms that can carry you anywhere and carry things. You have arms that can hug the people you love. You have eyes that can see. You have ears that can hear music and other beautiful things and laughter and voices. You have so much more than you think. And I don't get why it is so hard for people to see that. Okay? The amount of literal children who think that their bodies are wrong or that something is wrong with them makes me want to cry. Some people might think that I don't get it because, oh, I'm just a skinny person, and I don't get the need to lose weight or whatever. Say what you want. I probably don't get that, but I do get what it's like to hate your body so much it pretty much takes over your entire life. And yeah, it's horrible. The number of times I have cried over what my body looks like scares me thinking about it. Oh my God. I do get wanting to improve on yourself, though. I used to be borderline dangerously underweight. That's not good. But, I mean, I can say that my life is a lot better now that I have gained weight. But overanalyzing your body for no reason isn't worth it. It is not going to give you a great summer. So many people are like, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, or if I'm skinny, I'll be happy. But I can say from hard experience, it's not true. Skinny talk is so back on social media, and that makes me so sad because skinny talk sucks. It is so much better to just learn to love the body you have than to try and destroy it simply to look a certain way. Sure, you might think you look great in the pictures you take, but it won't be worth it, and you won't really care about it because it won't really make you happy. You think it will, but it really and truly won't. What will make you happy is looking in the mirror and being able to love the body you see. This is so much easier said than done, but if I did it, anyone can. You can learn to love your body if you exercise to feel good about yourself, and you eat to fuel the body because you love it. You can focus on the things you love about yourself instead of what you hate. Like, if my hair looks horrible that day, screw that. At least I have, my lashes I love. I don't know. Something. Focus on what you like first, and then the stuff you don't like about yourself will just fade out. You won't really care about those little things because they're outshone by what you do like about yourself. So always choose love. Every single time, choose love. Choose to love that the body you're in. You already have a summer body, and you don't need to change a thing. I'm not saying you shouldn't want to change or lose weight or whatever that summer. If that is your thing, then go for it. Always do that. Always chase better. But if you feel like, oh, I have to lose a ton of weight so I can wear a swimsuit this summer, that's where we go into negative thinking. So no. It might start out as a minor thing, sure, but it can slowly take over your life and cause you to absolutely despise the body you're in and overanalyze everything, and it sucks, I'll say that. Just love the body you're in because you shouldn't feel like you have to change a thing. You already have that summer body and you just refuse to see it. You don't have to deserve to eat. Heck, you eat to fuel. You have to eat to survive anyways. Enjoy the stupid brownie or whatever. One brownie isn't going to kill you. You think that everyone is judging your body, but they're not. Have you ever looked at your friends and overanalyzed every single aspect of their bodies? No, definitely not. If you surround yourself by like-minded people, they don't care what your body is like. They notice the good things and tell you about them. They don't care what's on your body. They will care if you're a nice person and you're fun to be around. So focus on that instead. Focus on having as much fun as possible this summer and making this one the best summer yet. Because it's really hard to have fun when all you can think about are your body and your insecurities. Trust me when I tell you nobody cares. Next thing I wanted to talk about is living in the moment and romanticizing the summer season as much as you possibly can. Summer is amazing. My favorite season, and you should want to make it so you can enjoy and savor every single moment of these precious days. The best way to make the most of something is to truly enjoy it. If you're not actually present in the moment, it will never feel like that thing actually happened because it will seem like this event doesn't really matter. Live in the moment and it'll be great. Living in the moment and appreciating what you do have is just so important, and social media has ruined a ton of that. We were never meant to see other people's lives this much. So make this summer one that you actually want to remember. Romanticizing your life just means to make the most out of every moment, to live in the moment, and to really find your own ways to make everything more fun and each moment worth living. Your life doesn't have to be straight out of a Pinterest board. Although if you can do that, then you definitely should. Never compare your life to anyone else's. Your life is just that, yours. And you are unique, and that's amazing. Your life is your own life to be lived. When you die, no one's going to ask you why you didn't live like this person or that person. They're going to ask you why the heck you didn't live your own life. So go and do that. Live your own freaking life. Think that way. Never compare your life to anyone on social media. Social media is stupid. It only shows us the highlights of people's lives because people want you to think that they're perfect, when in reality, they're probably falling apart because who isn't these days? These influencers that look like they're living the dream are also probably having those off days. They have days where they don't even get out of bed. We all do. We can't all be functioning 24/7. We break down sometimes. And that's something that social media has made out to be abnormal. Complete bullshit, by the way. So don't beat yourself up for having an off day. The life you're living is already beautiful and you don't need to change it. Unless you think you could be doing so much better. Don't waste your potential. If you are rotting in bed every single day and you know that you can actually get up and, do stuff, then why are you settling for less when you know what you're capable of? Go and get up and do things that make you want to remember the summer. It's okay to have those bed rot days once in a while. I do that, but it shouldn't be every single freaking day. Just make each moment one that you truly want to be in and a moment that you want to live. Make everything a huge deal. Life is a huge deal. You could technically be dead right now. But no, you're not. You're living, you're alive, and that is a huge deal considering the alternatives. So celebrate that. Celebrate it every single day, because why not? Celebrating stuff is fun. So do that. Make your life more fun. There are tons and tons of ways to romanticize your life this summer. Good morning coffee, put it in a cute glass and make a whole thing out of it. Play some music and maybe light a candle. Make a huge deal. Have a morning moment. You want to read for a while? Create a whole reading nook. Play some soothing relaxation music in the background. And put a face mask on and make it a whole experience. Choosing to live your life this way can make you appreciate the life you have a lot more. And it can also make morning things a lot better. Music is a great way to romanticize almost anything. Wearing dresses this summer is another good one. Unless you are morally opposed to dresses like me, I will personally stick with my shorts and my t-shirts. But if dresses are your thing, wear them. Don't limit them to special occasions. Wear a cute sundress to go grocery shopping. Wear a dress for a walk. Wear a dress for a picnic. Just use them now. Choose to live now because you can't live now later. Make plans with your friends this summer. I love hanging out with my friends in the summer. It just feels different and it makes me feel good because I am very extroverted. So lock those plans in your calendar. Don't just say you're going to do it and then proceed to never follow through, because the promises you make for yourself matter. They matter too. They matter so much more than you think. It is so important to make these memories now, because if you don't make the memories now, you won't have anything to look back on when you're old and wrinkly and can barely move. You're just going to be sad looking back on those days. So choose to make the memories now. Right this second. Go out even if you're tired, because the memories are more worth it. Unless you're completely and utterly exhausted, that's when I won't go and do things with my friends. Even the full extrovert. It's just about finding a balance in your life. Not just any balance, but one that works for you. It is good for you to get up and push yourself a bit to go and make memories even if you're tired, because you can't grow if you're always choosing to stay in the comfort zone. You can't grow if you're comfortable, because if you're comfortable, you're not growing. Growth is uncomfortable. Get used to it. Hanging out with your friends is a great way to romanticize your life. Even just with getting ice cream or something, going on a walk can be super fun if you choose to let it be fun. Creating a summer bucket list is another way to make sure you're making memories this summer. The episode before last week's was actually the summer bucket list, and I have a bunch of ideas posted to Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube Shorts, so if you need ideas, definitely go check that out. But essentially, the point is to have things in your calendar to look forward to. That was kind of long. So moving on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is setting goals this summer. Not just things you want to do this summer, like a vacation, but goals you want to achieve. Like, I want to run a 10K this summer, and I want to get my 5K time down to 25 minutes or less. Set goals for how you want to feel this summer. The vibes you want for yourself. Choose to vibrate high always. There are lots of different summers. A while ago, I was just moved in trying to put my crap together in the summer. 2 summers ago was summer of living my life. That was a good one. Last summer was all about trying new things and meeting a whole bunch of new people, socializing. This summer is going to be kind of like enjoying it, honestly, because next summer, that's going to be summer before junior year, and then summer before senior year. Those 2 are going to be pure hell. Holy shit. So I'm kind of just, like, enjoying it. And, like, having fun with it. Yeah. I have goals. I have a ton of goals this summer. The first one is going to the pool more than 4 times. I remember a couple summers ago, I was going to the pool 3 or 4 times a week, and last summer, I think I went 4 times the entire summer, which sucked. It's not going to happen again, though, because I love the pool. All the different summers are okay to be in. Whatever era you're in is beautiful as long as you make it out to be. Choose your era, or don't, and go along with it. Embrace it to the fullest. Set your goals. They can be silly or they can be huge. My goal is to swim, or do my definition of swimming this summer, because I can't swim. I'm not, like, embarrassed about that. Also, actually, maybe learn to swim. That would probably help. Yeah, that's my goal this summer. I have a bunch of different goals that are going to happen. I'm going to do that. I am very determined to do all of those things. I have goals to get a couple certifications this summer and do some other things. And it's going to be hard, but, like, I really want that to happen. Long story short, I want to go to university out of state, which means I need to keep my grades up to get a good scholarship. Otherwise, I can't afford to go out of state. I also want to do things, literally anything, with my friends at least 2 to 3 times a week. I think that's a good amount of times a week to do things with people, and it will keep me sane. I want to make memories this summer. I think that's something everyone should be trying to do every summer. Like I said, I really, really hope I can get myself to run a 10K this summer. I 5Ks like all the time during cross country and did pretty good. My very first 5K actually was 33 minutes with less than 3 weeks of training, and that's pretty good for my age. Current 5K time is 26:54. So now I want to run a 10K. I think I can do it. I also want to run the 10K in under an hour, which is kind of making it really hard for myself, but I feel like I can do it. One more thing I want to do is start an Etsy store, maybe, mostly for fun. But like I said, if I want to go to university out of state, I need every single penny I can get. So it might be a good idea to try and start making money ASAP. An Etsy store also might be a good way to stay occupied too. I have lots of free time every summer, no matter how busy I seem to keep myself. Set goals for yourself this summer and actually try to make them happen. These goals can be anything, things you want to do, some huge thing you want to accomplish, or even how you want to feel this summer. It doesn't really matter. Having goals and achieving them is what matters, though. You can do it. Don't tell yourself you can't, because you can. I believe in you. One final thing I wanted to talk about for this internal glow up episode is focusing on the good things. Choose to see the positive. Finding the bright side, whatever you want to call it. Just choose to be positive and see the positive no matter what. I do realize that this summer, some people maybe go through hard things right now. That is perfectly okay. You can't control what happens to you, but what you can control is how you respond. So choose to try your absolutely hardest, even when it seems impossible, to try to find the positive. Even if you can't see it, there is always something good. Even if you can't see it immediately, it will be there. If you flunked a test, hey, at least you know what you need to do better next time. If you're going through some sort of loss, even if it doesn't seem like it, you will smile again. You will be happy again. If you're going through some kind of hard change, just remember that the only thing that never changes about life is that it is always changing. I hated my life when I was moving, and now I cannot be more thankful for all the amazing things that change has brought me in the last 4-ish years, 4.5 years, I don't know, something close to that. Darkness can never exist without light, so find and focus on the light instead. Sometimes life sucks, yeah, that much is a fact, but life is also amazing, so focus on the positive. We are always inclined to focus on the negative, and I hate that. I still do that, and I'm working to change it. But choose to focus on the positive. Choose the happy things, because that will make your life so much better no matter how much it seems to suck. When I'm sad, I'll just think of a fun time in my life, and honestly, it does help so much. Talk to one of your friends or a family member. That's another great option. Or if you don't like to talk about things, just journal instead. Some people just don't like to talk. That's fine. Write about them instead. Even though I am the kind of person that likes to talk, it can be so freeing to write things down and almost like let go of these hard things. It just makes it easier. Think about how you can make the best of whatever situation you may be in right now, and do that. Find those little things that you can choose in the positive. Choose the light in the darkness, because it always works. No fail. Positivity will always win. And yeah, it can be hard to choose the positive. I'm not saying it's easy. It's never easy. It's really, really hard. And I'm acknowledging that. But what I am telling you is to try your best. That's what matters. That small mindset shift might be just what you needed. In the past year or two, I have worked on choosing to see the positive and the good things, and that has made my life so much better. That has also helped me grow as a person. So choose positivity, choose growth, because that is always better. So that was kind of all I had to say for this episode today. I really hope that it helped, because this was honestly a really, really hard episode to write out and actually do. But I think it turned out pretty good, and I hope you guys found it to be that way too. So let's do our little update section for podcast updates. I've got a big one. I've got a really big one, actually. So maybe this is something I should have started announcing a couple episodes ago. But I am launching a blog. I am very excited about that. I am launching a blog as kind of an extension of this podcast. It's going to be called the Glow Up Bed blog, obviously. And I am so, so excited about this. This is something I've honestly wanted to do for a while. I've always thought about starting a blog, but I never actually have, because as you guys know, I do love to write. And my mom always said, you should start a blog, because like you get to share your writing with a lot of people. And anyways, going off on a bit of a tangent, but that's something I'm really excited about. The blog actually launches Tuesday. It's Sunday right now. Or actually, no, it'll be Monday by the time people are listening to this. But I will be posting to socials, and you will be able to find my blog by searching it up. Actually, no, you won't, but definitely go check me out on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, or my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere. I'm sure you'll find the link. I'm definitely pasting it in everywhere. But I am really, really excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. So definitely check out the blog when it launches on Tuesday, June 23rd. And then life updates, I don't actually have anything. It's summer. There's nothing going on right now. It's been dead for a week. But yeah, that's that. And then gratitude and happiness, and then our book of the week. So one thing I'm grateful for is, and I feel like this is very relevant to the topic of today's episode, but the ability to change. I think it's really great that you can change who you are, anything. This could mean anything like personal growth, changing your mindset, as we talked about today, or even the ability to change your own circumstances. I feel like this is something that's common. I know I talk about how I'm grateful for my friends in my podcast all the time, but I want to talk about the ability to change, and that's something I'm honestly grateful for because I feel like it's so important, and it's amazing that we have that capability to find it within ourselves to decide to change something, whether it be big or small. And then one thing I'm happy about, let's see. Actually, I'm very proud of myself for this. I posted a video to YouTube Shorts last week, and it was a very simple video too. It was just a slow zoom of an image. Definitely go check it out, by the way. It's a summer bucket list post, so very relevant. But it got 1,200 views in the span of 2 days, which is amazing for me because the first 10 or so shorts I posted got 7 to 15 views. One of them got 40. It is not a lot. And also, speaking of my YouTube, actually, I have 5 subscribers on there right now. So I would really appreciate if everyone would go and subscribe to me on there and check out my content. Big, big help. Anyways, but that's something I'm really happy about. Book of the week, and which is very tragic. I do not have one again, but I am going to the library tomorrow, or by the time you guys are listening to this today, and I will be getting a book. I am going to have a book of the week next week. I am very determined to make that happen. And I know I've been saying that for a while, but I swear it's going to happen. Okay, so that's that. To end our episode today, I have a quote for you guys from Steve Maraboli. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't think I am. But anyways, the quote goes, "Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it." Bye, guys. Rate, review, follow, and share this podcast. Drink some water. Please, please, please go follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube at the Glow Up Guide Podcast. And I love you all.